Namaskaram to my Atma Guru. Under whose instruction, today we are going to discuss about God's second commandment being told to all Atmas. This is a message from Atma to Atma. Instruction from Paramatma to all Atmas. To spread the message of peace from all religious philosophies of the world, which is meant to eradicate the religious intolerance among mankind and to bring real peace in the world and to make everyone as one family, world family. Vasudeva Kutumbakam. Daily, we want to infuse in the minds of the mankind that all should live as one single world family. And that is, he has given us my birth's mission till the last breath to tell to the mankind throughout the world through this social media and also to move personally, which will happen in due course of time. So, in this respect, today we are going to discuss on the Jainism philosophy. Here, what we talk about knowledge of fundamentals. So, one should gain the fundamental knowledge about the spiritualism. Here, in the Jainism, it talks about the fundamental knowledge. There are 9 categories of truths one should know. So, in the spiritual Jnana Yoga and the fundamental knowledge, you should know the 9 categories of truth. They are soul, Atma, non-soul, bondage, merit, demerit, inflow of karma matter, stopping of karma matter, dissociation of karmic matters, and emancipation. First one is soul, RBR, non-soul, that is inertial objects, bondage, the bondage between souls, merit, what is good, demerit, what is bad, inflow of karmic matter. Inflow of karmic matters comes because of our ego. We do good things, bad things, that is inflow. Stopping of karmic matter only by detachment. Once you adopt the path of not getting attached with anything, that's the stopping of karmic matter. Dissociation of karmic matter. What is that? You have to slowly dissociate, release all the karmic matters by fulfilling duties without attachment. That leads to emancipation. So these are the 9 truths one should know. A soul is characterized by consciousness, is eternal, immortal, formless, different from the body in which it is embodied, and the doer and the enjoyer of all its actions. Atma is characterized by consciousness. So it is characterized by consciousness. It is eternal. Atma is omnipresent. In every living creature there is Atma. It is immortal, formless. Atma cannot be seen and it is immortal. It cannot be killed. That's why in Bhagavad Gita Krishna says, you think that you are killing all people. Every person is Atma. You cannot kill Atma. The body is going to fall one day. Atma is in this body only to release karma. Those soldiers are fulfill the duties as a soldier. Whether they die, because in a war, death or success is far from. In both aspects, if they die, they attain moksha. If they win, then also they fulfill their duties. Similarly, but Atma cannot be killed as such. Atma is different from the body in which it is there, and the doer and enjoyer of all its actions. So Atma is different from the body and the doer and enjoyer of its actions. Who is doing the act? It is our buddhi, the mind consciousness does everything. And the buddhi in the mind consciousness, whatever it does, if it is good, it had good karma. If it is bad, it had bad karma. So these karmic patterns are surrounding the Atma that separates the Atma from Paramatma. Atma is only a witness. It cannot do anything. In the Maya world, it has used these 5 senses, the mind consciousness. This mind consciousness, what happens? The buddhi in the mind consciousness, when it gets connected with the senses, these senses, when it gets attracted by the external Maya world, that is mainly because of our ignorance of ego. And buddhi naturally go to ego consciousness, it creates all kinds of desires, anger, jealousy, everything comes that adds more karma. So, Atma is only a witness. It only watches. If you add karma, it gets bonded. If it release karma, it gets released. And when all the bondages are released, when the mind attains the state of absolute consciousness, supreme consciousness, when all the karmas are released, then this witness merges into Paramatma. That's all. The saints call that a non-soul which does not have any knowledge of pleasure and pain cannot identify what is beneficial and does not fear that which is detrimental. The saints call that as non-soul. Saints call a particular thing as non-soul, which does not have any knowledge of pleasure or pain. Like inertial objects, a mountain, a water, a tree. A mountain can be able to see. A water, it flows. They do not have any knowledge of pleasure or pain. They don't. You get a big floods, whole water, entire village is filled. Though the water does not know what it is doing. They cannot identify what is beneficial because if a floods come, water comes and destroys everything. But the same water is needed for drinking also. It doesn't have any knowledge. We are destroying people, nothing. It just carried by nature. Cannot identify what is definition and does not fear that which is detrimental. It does not fear anything. It flows fast. Today a mountain is there. Man is hitting it with bombs and breaking it and using the granite. It is not concerned with it. Absolutely. Because there is no knowledge. Non-soul is of five kinds. Matter, medium of motion, medium of rest, space and time. Matter alone has form, as it has the attributes of color. The rest of them are formless. The non-soul, what is the five kinds are? What is the matter? So the ether, the air, the water, all these things are non-soul. You cannot see. Medium of motion, what is flowing? Air is flowing, you cannot see. Medium of rest, one is under rest. What is that? And there is no movement of air, there is a rest. A mountain is at rest. Space and time, this entire space, the time cannot be, time goes on. You cannot stop, and you cannot see. Matter alone has form, as it has the attributes of color, etc. The rest of them are formless. So the colors, whatever colors you see, these are non-soul. The soul is imperceptible to the senses, as it is formless. The senses and the soul, they are all formless, because it possesses no corporeal form. Atma doesn't have any corporeal form. It is eternal, but it is eternal. However, attachment and such other imperfections cause bondage, and this bondage is called the cause of worldly existence. But what happens? These senses, this mind consciousness, this buddhi, these three together get attracted by the external Maya world that creates a bondage. You see a girl and love. So what happens when you love? There's a bondage is created. So this bondage is called cause of worldly existence. Due to attachment, karma binds the soul. So because of attachment, the karma is created and this binds the soul. A soul which is free from attachment becomes liberated from karma. So one is free from attachments. The karma gets released by fulfilling our duties and the soul gets liberated. No, that this surely is in brief the concept of bondage of souls. And know this truth. The bondage is created by karmas. And because of non-attachment, the karma gets released. Therefore, one desirous of emancipation should not have even an iota of attachment of any kind. So, one who is desirous of emancipation, to gain knowledge, to attain mukti, they should not have an iota of attachment of any kind. By doing so, he conquers all attachments and crosses the ocean of worldly existence. by remaining non-attached to cross the ocean of worldly existence and attain mukti. In the absence of soul, knowledge is non-existence. So only when there is a soul, the buddhi functions, the mind functions, then only we gain knowledge. In the absence of Atma, soul, knowledge is non-existent. And in the absence of knowledge, the soul is unsubstantial. All the substances are real as they have existence and are characterized by origination, cessation, and persistence. So, what is this? In the absence of soul, knowledge is non-existence. And in the absence of knowledge, the soul is unsubstantial means what? So one who doesn't have any knowledge, they are like idiots. There is no use in living. But so this is Atma should have have the buddhi to understand and gain knowledge. All the substances are real and are characterized by origination, cessation, and persistence. When there is an origin, there is an end also. Cessation is there. And in between is persistence. There are no qualities without a substance and no substance without any quality. So there cannot be any quality without any substance. Only when there is a substance you can identify the quality of it. And no substance without any quality. So only when substance is there, quality can be identified. Identify quality, substance should be there. The real can never be destroyed and the unreal can never want. What is real? You cannot destroy it. The auspicious thought process of the soul is merit and inauspicious thought process is demerit. The auspicious thought process means what? You think good, you have universal love, you feel generous, you feel forgiveness. These are all auspicious thought process. This is merit, brings in merits. Inauspicious thought process, you have anger, you want to take vengeance, you have show jealousy. These are all inauspicious thought process that bring demerit and add karma, negative karma. How does the soul rise up from the karmic bondage to get liberated and what makes it entangle and sink into the bondage? So we should know how the soul rise up from the karmic bondage and they get liberated or what makes it entangle and sink into bondage. Violence, untruth, theft, carnal desire, possessiveness, anger, conceit, deceit, greed, attachment, aversion, engaging quarrels, character assassination, backbiting, liking of sensual pleasures, and dislike for self-restraint, malevolent criticism, indulging in deceptive activities, and wrong faith are the 18 types of sins which bind the soul with 8 types of karma which drag him into lower existence. What is this? There are 18. So, as in Ayappa, we have 18 steps. These are the 18 characteristic features in man that makes them to commit karmas. What is that? Violence, untruth, theft, carnal desire, possessiveness, anger, conceit, deceit, greed, attachment, aversion, engaging in quarrels, character assassination, everything, backbiting, liking for sensual pleasures and dislike for self-restraint, malevolent criticism, you criticize somebody, indulging in deceptive activities. To, to deceptive activities, you want to bring down some person, to defame some person. Wrong faith. You don't have any faith in religion or anything. There are 18 steps of sins. These accumulate sins which bind the soul with 8 types of karmas, which drag him to lower existence. When one renounces these 18 types of sins, he is able to annihilate the 8 types of karmas and achieve emancipation. So one has to release these 18 types of sins to attain emancipation. All persons who are ignorant of the truth suffer misery. So all persons who are ignorant of this truth, they will suffer misery and add karma. They remain forever entangled in the endless cycle of worldly existence. They will be continuously taking births out of the Buddha without any end, unless they realize this truth. And they remain entangled in this samsaric life endlessly in this worldly existence. And this is the truth about our existence which in Jainism philosophy is explained. And this is the knowledge which we should gain to know how we can emancipate. Thank you.